Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rena. If you're new here, then welcome. Today, I just applied my skincare without the last step of my sunscreen because we're gonna do a tinted sunscreen battle. I've got two here. We're gonna do it side by side and give you guys some visual direct reviews. The one that I always been asked every time when I do a sunscreen review, if there's a tinted version, is how it compares with a very popular one, Paula's Choice Daily Wrinkle SPF 30. I get it, it's so good, so moisturizing, it feels so lightweight and gives a nice coverage. I'll say light coverage. This is one of my favorite sunscreen as well. However, in Australia, you can only purchase through their official website and is not approved by TGA. It does approve FDA though, so I do believe it does contain SPF 30, but there's that regulation here in Australia, and this one particular product is not under that regulation. So I thought I have a few options here that I think are all very close, compatible to the Paula's Choice, price-wise, finish-wise, and easy accessibility. So what I'm going to do today is to pick one that I think, based on the claims that I've got here, most similar, like the closest to the Paula's Choice ones, and then we'll see how it wears out throughout the day. So if you like today's content, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and consider subscribe down below, and without further ado, let's just dive into today's video. Let's quickly talk about the Paula's Choice sunscreen by itself. This is their super light daily wrinkle defense tinted base SPF 30 with antioxidants and resveratrol. It claims to be a silky lotion mattifies with a sheer natural tint for all skin tones and help to prevent UV damage and signs of aging. It is a pure mineral sunscreen and it contains 13% zinc oxide. It is also considered as a cosmetic product here in Australia, unfortunately not passing the TGA regulation. The one that I found really similar in terms of SPF value, active ingredients, and the shade, in my opinion, is the Invisible Zinc Tinted Daywear Mineral Shield SPF 30. I do have in the color light. I believe they have two colors, light and medium. Shade-wise, this is having a bit of more variety compared to Paula's Choice already. This one claims to be a 3-in-1 zinc oxide sunscreen, moisturizer, and sheer foundation for everyday high UV protection. The active ingredients here is 18% zinc oxide, so that is also higher than the Paula's Choice ones. Without further ado, let's just put them on my face and see how the colors and the finishes compares one another. I'm gonna do this face with the Paula's Choice one. Shake well before you use. I think this might be a little bit too much for half of my face, but we'll see. I'll zoom you guys in a little bit. Okay, so let's just pop this on my face. It does feel very moisturizing, just like a moisturizer. That's just one thing I like about Paula's Choice sunscreen. You don't notice that heaviness, and I'm just going to use my hands because as a sunscreen, I know it works as a foundation, whatever it says, but I'm definitely applying like the way I apply sunscreen. And I didn't do any concealer or anything, so we can also see the coverage, etc. I just went to get my mirror, and I think I applied quite evenly on my skin now. There's a little bit of grey lavender look just around the ridges of my nose. It's usually not a problem because I'll set it with a powder and everything. So this is how it looks, the side of Paula's Choice after finished. And we're going to compare with the side that we haven't applied anything. You don't notice a huge difference. I think the tint is very ever so slightly. But on the face, I feel very moisturized, and that's the feeling that I don't receive from a lot of the tinted sunscreen, particularly if they're mineral sunscreen. It feels very heavy. This one's quite lotiony, so I think they did a really good job on the texture. Now, let's try the Invisible Zinc one. Shake well before you use. This one definitely comes with a little bit thicker consistency, like it's not running down on my hands that quick. So It's a little bit of gel-ish, like it's a little bit thicker. So let's pop this on the face. It definitely feels more of a like light foundation. So I'm just gonna lather it on my face. My camera is so far away from me, so I'm gonna use my mirror just to help me have a look. Can you guys see the shine straight away? It's more shinier than the Paula's Choice. And it's having a more tint compared to the Paula's Choice as well. Because of the shine and the tint, and it comes with a bit of like an ingredient scent to it. I don't know if they added fragrance. I don't think they added a fragrance. They didn't say, but they're saying there is no parabens, no titanium dioxide, low irritation for sensitive skins. But I do smell that sort of zinc ingredients in there. I think when you apply it, you don't want to apply too heavy, and that is sometimes not necessarily a good thing, because then you don't apply enough sunscreen, where the Paula's Choice one, you have no pressure whatsoever, so you can lather a couple of layers. Let's have a look. This side is invisible zinc now, and then we'll have this side, that's the Paula's Choice. I think this side is definitely a little bit more oily, a heavier tint. I have light to light medium skin tone, so yeah, there you go. Just looking at these side by side after I first applied it, I'm not mad. I've used both of these so many times and I do really like both of these. I do have a separate video talking about all of the tinted sunscreen that you can purchase in Australia, the ones I don't recommend, and the 50-50 category, and the ones I really recommend. So if you want to see others, I'll leave that video link somewhere so you can check that out. What I'll do now is to quickly apply my makeup. I'm gonna set my face and just do the powder and maybe eyeshadows, and we'll see how it works with the rest of the makeup products. Alright guys, I'm back with my makeup all done. While I was applying makeup, I don't have any trouble with anything, but I did notice that the side that I applied Paula's Choice, it was pretty much all mattified by itself, so I didn't use much of powder. However, on this side where I applied Invisible Zinc sunscreen, it was quite shiny that I really do need to powder it down, or I feel like my powder product will move the sunscreen around. Speaking of the lightweight texture, I think Paula's Choice definitely winning, but keep in mind Invisible Zinc's got 18% zinc oxide and is regulated under TGA regulation. I found a lot of non-TGA approved sunscreen that's like overseas sunscreens. They usually have a quite light texture, and when you look into the active ingredients, they don't have as high concentration as the ones that we found in Australia. So maybe that's why you notice that slightly heavy, slightly oily finish. Overall speaking, I really enjoy both of these, and it works well just by itself, also under makeup. So if you want that lightweight texture and you work in an office, you just don't want to bother too much, Paula's Choice is a good option. But if you want to go under TGA umbrella and you want to save some of your money, you really enjoy a higher concentration of zinc oxide to give you that sort of insurance, Invisible Zinc is a really good option as well. That is all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. I am currently reviewing all my tinted sunscreens, and there's gonna be a video soon talking about all the ones that I've got and the ones that I don't recommend, the 50-50 category, and the ones I really recommend. So if you don't want to miss that video, maybe consider subscribe to my channel. But that is all for today. I hope you really enjoyed it and help you in a way of seeing the differences of application on the face and the finish if you are still not quite sure between these two. If there's any other sunscreen that you want me to review in comparison to the Paula's Choice one, leave your comments down below. I do have a few other ones, but there some of them are chemical sunscreen. If you still want to see, just let me know. Or if there's any other ones that you really want me to try that I just never heard. I've been introduced to a lot of new sunscreens recently by you guys, and I really do appreciate it. Leave your comments down so I can have a look and maybe test it out in the future videos. Let's stay safe and stay positive, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!